Hey guys, this is Warsteiner and welcome back to Fishing Planet. I'm going to show you a little spot that I have just not been able to pull myself away from. There has been non-stop, almost no downtime fishing here, and the money is just too good to pass up. Um, I know I should probably be XP grinding, but I gotta tell you, the money is so consistent here, I just can't get away from it. Let me show you. First off, take a look at the weather right now. I haven't even transferred over to the peak time. As a matter of fact, I'm on a downward spiral, going towards the optimal temperature and time of the day in which to catch these fish. All my fishing I have done already from 5 to 9 a.m. You can see the peak time is later on this evening, about 5 or 6. Haven't even got to that yet. Check out my fish keeper, completely full. I have maxed it out. This is as much fish as I can carry in this. And I'm going to be turning it in for $59.45. And this little spot has got me 3 decent trophies. 500 on one, 700 silver on another, 600 on another. So, you know, it's getting me. I haven't caught any uniques, but it's getting some very good results. And where I'm at is in Florida, and I am on the Infinity Tunnels right here. And I will show you really quickly. First off, I think I need to zip ahead to the next day. I need to turn in all my fish. And we're going to go ahead and start at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Not even a peak time. You know, that's just from a little bit of time right there. So, as you can see, nowhere near the peak time right now. I'm fishing in the morning. It's going to be an upward turn, but all of this is done not even in the high times. And just to start off, another little point: everything that I've got, the lure, the little bass jig, and the Attorney 2000, both of these are, I think, very available. You don't have to wait till you're 28. You can get these, I believe, even before 20 or 10. I think they're really low level, maybe 10 or level 12. But you don't have to wait till you're 28 to get these. I mean, you can do this fairly quickly and fairly early in the game. Let's get back. Now, what you're going to be looking for is down here on the docks. You have got mainly these little lanes right here. Now this one back here, I have found out, I'll just go ahead now, is a tricky one. It's really shallow in spots and really deep in others. And then it goes to really shallow. It's really hard to keep your lure at a consistent movement or at a consistent level. So the main alleyways you're going to be fishing here is this one, and this one, with the focus on this one. Now where you want to cast is right down the middle. If you get too far to the left or too far to the right, not only is the water going to be a little shallower, your lure is going to bounce off the bottom, but you're going to get snagged. And you don't want to get snagged in those cattails out there, especially this bank. I seem to get caught up in there quite a bit. And you can see the fish swirling around right there. They will do that over here sometimes too, but not as often. This middle lane right here seems to be the best one, and I will go ahead and start this and stop blabbering. Now the method that I'm using is the twitching method, and it's a really simple method. I'm just basically trying to keep it right there in the middle. You know, maybe, and look at that, right off the bat, not even peak time, rolled it right through there, got one. Let's see what we got. It's usually peacock bass. Ever so often we get some largemouth. For the most part, it's going to be the little peacocks. I say little, but I've caught some pretty big ones. And right off the bat, bam, there's $300. Now, just for the heck of it, I like to mix it up. Oh, there's another. See that little stir in the water way back there. Now these other two lanes aren't quite as consistent. I like to focus on that middle one, but you know, after you pull one out of the middle one, I like to jump around, you know, just see if I can pull one out of the other couple lanes. It's a little not as consistent here. Getting closer. Yeah. All right, back to the middle one. And there we go again. It seems to be right there because that little spawn spot seems to be right there where the water gets turned up all the time, and it does that. It doesn't seem to ever go away. I mean, it does for a little bit here and there. Let's see what I got. Oh, he's not putting up much of a fight. And another peacock for 300. This lane here. Now this is a decent lane too. I mean, you can catch some. This one is a little more consistent, I think, than the other one. The one off to the far right. A little trickier at first to keep it in the middle, but then it deepens up. Just keep the twitching up. Keep it on 2 or 3 bubbles. And oh, there was, I just missed one. Now, look at that. You followed it in here. Right near the dock. Look at that. And then we just jump back to the middle. It's really just that easy. And you can set here, this isn't the peak time, you know, and I very seldom even make it to the peak time, simply because I really need to buy another fish housing, I guess, because I don't even make it to the peak time half the time because I'm usually full up. Let's see, I'm floating a little bit too high. But it's a little too late. I think I've gone over their spawn points. Now, one little thing to keep in mind is I like to keep twitching it all the way into the docks because there seems to be, yep, did you see that? There seems to be a little guy that likes to spawn right in front of the dock. And I know a lot of times people will just, you know, they get about to here and they'll just start reeling in quick. But there is a little guy, and he likes to set. I catch him more often when I'm pulling in from this lane. But he usually sets right here in front of this dock, right up against you. And it takes the last, it's literally within 10 feet. And he will bite fairly often. I don't know how quickly he spawns down there, but he's there. And he's a little tricky to get. But you can get him, so don't give up on your reeling in, even once you get into within 10 feet or so, because he is setting right there most of the time, right beside you. And there's another one. That took actually a little longer than I'm used to. Not used to having that much downtime. $300, not too shabby. I'm gonna take a shot down here again. Wow, I cannot get it up off the bottom. There we go. Yep, there is another close one. Now, I don't know if that's the one that sometimes follows back to the docks, but he's still pretty close in most of the time. Oh, he's taking a little bit. Oh boy, he is putting up a fight. This may be a trophy. He does not want to come up to the bank. Come on, buddy. Oh, he's taking line. Oh no, he's going back up. Here, he gave me some slack. Starting to get him in. Well, this must be a good one. He is putting up a little bit of a fight here. Oh no, 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 no. Come on. I'm a little concerned because, as you can see, I only have 124 feet of line. And if he pulls me out to that 124 mark, I will lose not only this guy, but my bait, and my tackle. Come on now. He's got to be tiring. There's some slack. I'm making a little headway here. Come on. Oh boy, he is fighting. I've had some good. That's one good thing about these peacocks and even the big mouth, largemouth. They put up pretty good fights. Oh, if he pulls out again. Boy, he is not wanting to be pulled in. Come on, buddy. Alright, looks like he's tiring out. We got him under the 30 mark. That makes me happy. I feel a little more comfortable now. I tell you, when they get out and they start pulling me out around 90 and close to 100, that's when I get concerned. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. See what we got. Oh boy, a snook. This is the first time I've ever caught one of these up here. I obviously was not trying for him. I didn't even know these things were up in this area. There's another deeper part around the salt waters that I've seen these guys at. I didn't even know these guys were here. This is the first one that I've caught over here. Wow. Very interesting. Obviously he is too big for my bag. He weighs too much, so I cannot keep him, unfortunately. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even know those guys were up here. Well, that's interesting. I wonder what made him bite on the bass jig. And here we go. Right back to the bass. And that was a lot easier. I'm telling you, after pulling in that snook, that guy made me feel like I was back in Texas pulling in a crappie or something. So we'll give a cast down one of these other lanes. Oh, see, look at that. Did you see that? 15 feet is when this guy bit, right in front of the lily pads. 15 feet. He was setting right off the side of the dock. That's why you don't want to give up, even when you get close to the dock. And like I said, I usually catch him pulling in from this lane. Sometimes maybe from this lane, but usually, like I said, yeah, he's setting in that little area right there. And there's another one. Let's see what we got here. 378. I am going to try this back lane again really quickly. Just for giggles. I do like to catch that big mouth that's roaming around here ever so often. Get him at least once a trip. Come on, get out of there. See how consistent it is? Up, down, up, down. There, it's evening out. There we go. Now I hit the deep part. Okay. Let's sink a little bit. There he is. He's just waiting down there. He just does not... He doesn't want to bite most of the time. Up there, I think he followed. Oh, you know what? He changed his mind. Now look at that. Largemouth bass. I don't know if he followed me up to the docks or whether there was another one sitting down there. I don't know. But this whole area, like I said, you just cannot give up, even when you're within 10 to 15 feet of the docks. Keep on cranking. Wow, that was a little bit of lag there. I'm going to blame it on the lag. And there we go again. Boom. Another one. Seems like a fair one. Nothing too special about this guy, I don't think. Nope. But still, nonetheless, 333 silver dollars. I still don't know what to call this currency. And there's another one. Well, well, well. Wow, this guy's not very big. There he is, right there on the front. 20 feet. There's our little buddy. $373. And there's another one coming right out of the little rustle in the water there. And there's another one. 381. And as you can plainly see, I already have almost 40 pounds of my 55 pounds covered. It's 9:42, and as you can see, it really hasn't even hit the prime time yet. I mean, you can just see from what's going on that you can only imagine if you did slip into prime time how much better it would even be I mean, I'm getting all this. I mean, let's take a look. 4,051 silver. I don't think I got any trophies or anything though, did I? Nope, not a single one. You usually get a couple. But the snook, I think, was trophy enough. I don't. Oh, that's right. We couldn't keep him. I've never seen one of those down here. But anyway, I think you get the picture. 4,051 silver, and it's not even in peak time. I mean, this, you know, just a little bit of setting here, throwing them down at those main alleyways, and just stay consistent. Keep it in the middle or toward the bottom. I found that like I said, the twitch method seems to work the best down here, except for that guy in the back, that big mouth. He just does not want to pull in on that. But anyway, I hope this little clip helps, and I hope you guys can rake in a little more silver thanks to this. I kind of stumbled upon this by myself. And like I said earlier also, this is something you can do at low level. You don't have to wait till you're 28 to do it. I think you can get most of the gear that I've got around level 10. So with that said, get out there and get fishing.